Hey guys, so in this video what we'll be making is this simple counter app. So how it works is when you click the plus button, the number increases, and if the number is positive, it's green in color, and when you click the minus button, it decreases, and if it's negative, red in color. So this is a simple counter app which we'll be making using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. To start off our project, we will create a folder in our desktop and we'll call it as counter. And we'll open it with code. So we'll create the HTML file, so index.html. We'll give the basic outline of HTML file. And then we'll title this as counter. Now we'll go ahead and create a div and we'll call this as a container. And inside that div, we'll create a heading. We'll call this as counter app. We've got the heading. Now we'll create the buttons. Take 3 buttons. One is plus, the other one is 0, the other one is minus. So we'll give the ID of minus for this, and we'll give the ID of number for this, and then we'll give the ID of plus for this. So to style these buttons, I'll be using Bootstrap. So you can open your browser and go to buttons, and then there you go to this. I'll use the dark effect, so I'll give it a class of dark, and I'll also give the buttons a bigger size. So there's a class for that too, which is btn-lg. So that one is to show that the buttons are big, and we'll grab the Bootstrap link too. Now once we are done, we'll save it, and then we'll open it with live server, and we'll see how it looks. See? It's pretty simple and easy. Now we'll create the CSS file. So style.css. What we'll do is we'll keep the container in the middle of the page. So we'll go to the container class, and then to keep it in the middle of the page, we have to do text align center and margin top to be like somewhat like 50 VS, because the container also takes some space. And now we'll give the height of, let's say, around like 150 pixels, and we keep this a square, so we'll give a width of also around like 150 pixels. We'll save it. So once we save it, we have to link the CSS file to HTML page. So we'll go to link CSS, and it's called style.css, and then we'll open it with live server. So here it's like in the center, so I think I should have made this a good bigger. Like, let's say 350. So that's a good amount of response. And compared to the background, it should be a bit of a contrast. So I'll give this like a grey, like a white smooth color. I think I'll stick with white smooth. Like white smooth, that'll be good. So you have this different effect. So since I put the height to be like 350 and starting from there, I think I'll give it a padding of like around 80 pixels on top and bottom and 10 pixels on the sides. So then it's still not better, so we'll do that as 100 pixels. So this is better. It's like in this. It's like not exactly in the center, but somewhat there. That's why I said we should keep the margin top around like let's stick to 40, so it's much higher. Yeah, now it looks better. You have the contrast effect from the background. Now we give the heading also color. So we give a color of like what color should we give? We'll give it as aqua. So now we'll come to the main part, which is the JavaScript file. So app.js. So we go ahead and write our JavaScript. Let's connect the JavaScript file to the HTML file. So we'll put it as script src app.js. So that's also done. Now we'll go ahead and write our JavaScript code. So first, what we got to do is we've got to grab these plus, number, and names. These are it. So in JavaScript, we can do that by simply get element by ID. So what we'll be doing is we'll assign a variable. So what we'll do is we'll use document dot get element by ID. So first one's ID is like plus, and the next one will be let number, and it's similar to this. The only thing is the ID will be changed. So like that, paste it here, and we'll name it as number. Even the next one will be similar. So out here you change it to be minus, and out here also it will be minus. So now what is it that has to be done is whenever this button, the plus button is clicked, the number should be increased. To start with, we know the number is 0, but JavaScript does not know that. So we'll assign a variable, so let count be equal to 0. Now what we've got to do is we've got to tell HTML that when you click the plus button, what should happen. So we'll call it as plus.on click. On the click of it, what you should do is you should be calling a function. So in JavaScript, that's how a function is. You can do this actually. So when the function is called, when the plus function is called, the count should increase. So count plus equal plus plus. That's also possible. Or you can do is plus equal to 1. Then what it should assign to the number ID. So number inner HTML, that should be equal to count. I want that number to have a different color, the button itself. So when the number is positive, it should be green in color like the success, and when it's negative, it should be in red in color like the danger. So what we'll do is if count, so if it's positive, what should happen is number dot class name. The class name should be changed to the success. So we'll take the success out here. So class name is btn success, and we also want it to be large. Yeah. If it's, so we'll do else if count is lesser than 0, that is if it's negative, what should happen? Number dot class name, again this time the class name should be btn danger. So even this one, I want it to be btn else. Else, if it's 0, what should happen? It should be number dot class name. This time it's got to be same as this. So we'll just copy this and we'll paste it here. So similarly, if you click the minus sign, so minus dot on click, I wanted to call a function, and that function should reduce the count. So count reduce minus equal to 1, and this also should be assigned to number dot in HTML, and that should be equal to count. And the same thing goes for the class. So copy this and paste it. So that's it. This is the basic thing which you're trying to create. Go to a counter and we'll see. So it's almost done. When you click on it, see, it's like green. And then we click on it too. It decreases, goes on. So this is why I wanted it. Now, if you click plus also, it should stay the same. So that's why I gave it the else if condition. And then this is that else condition. If it's 0, it should be like this. So this is a simple counter app that we've created. So thank you for watching this, and if you have liked it, please do give a like button, and if you want other people to also see it, so share it. And if you have any suggestions for the next upcoming videos or even for this video, please do comment it in the comment section, and do consider subscribing because I'll be posting more such videos quite often. Thank you.